going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Viall Files Freestyle Edition. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great day wherever you are and however you're listening to us. We appreciate it. The household is with us. Amanda, Allie, and Derek are all here. We have our pop culture correspondent, Natalie Joy, with us. And friend of show, a special guest returns, the one, the only, Eilise Guilfoyle is with us. It's really an all-star cast. The energy is high. We're excited to be with you. Today, we are going to be breaking down the Bachelorette bios of all the basic men vying for the hearts of charity. A lot to get into. This is part one, by the way. There's so many ordinary guys to cover. And so this will be a part one, obviously, and then we'll part two it next week. But let's just for just a quick moment, just catch up with our dear friend Eilise. Eilise, what's going on? What's new? What's cracking?
Oh my God, just living my life every day, one step at a time. Overall, yeah. So that means not much.
Right.
Yeah. Natalie actually saw me this morning having a man pay for my meter because my actual gorgeous puppy dog, Franklin, Dachshund, who we love, did bite my credit card. So that was good.
Like,
Doesn't
how
insert?
often does that work for you to just get people to pay for your stuff?
Pretty much every day of my. Can you imagine?
You're like at Starbucks. You're like, I'm so sorry.
I literally and it's also like my dog bit my homework. Like I'm like my dog bit my actual one form of payment.
That's so crazy.
It's so weird.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
but I Venmoed the man.
You did Venmo him.
I did Venmo him. Because, that's very nice to do.
Did he accept your Venmo?
He was like, you don't need to Venmo me. It's $2. But, I was, I can't be that person who's like, can you buy that?
No, I get that. But he must have allowed you at some point.
Yeah. I scanned his code. Yeah. What's
so
his
it
name?
went
shout out.
You.
Name him. At him on air.
Everyone send him $1 on Venmo.
No, I don't.
This man.
No, I'm a little disappointed in him.
Armando.
Cheers.
I'm disappointed in
Armando.
Armando. He could have refused your payment.
I mean,
because this is one of those
was real pushy. I did see it.
Oh, sure,
Eilise.
but he could have been just as pushy back.
Yeah.
But
He could have been like, literally, it's too much work to pull up my phone, go to my Venmo app.
he had it right there. It was
Like,
fast.
He had it tattooed on his forearm. He's like,
I would have refused. I'd
Literally.
been like, no. I'll just pay it for or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
well, I'm glad I could just be like, it's also a thing being like, trust me, I can pay for the meter.
Right.
Let me
I
pay
have
you.
money.
I was like, I'll Venmo you $100. Thank you.
Prove it to you.
So, but shout out to Armando. But it looked like some sort of scary situation. Like Natalie walked up and was like, everything okay? And I was
hey, you, what you doing, girl?
I was like, go inside.
She's walking further away from me with this man. I'm like, no, I'm here.
They're
I'm over
holding
here.
hands, they're right behind a bush.
I'm like, let me go, baby. Thank you, Armando.
It was great seeing you again.
Yeah, bye, honey.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
So it was great. So yeah, that's how the morning started. Just another day in the life.
But other than that, life is good.
Yeah, how are you guys? What's happening?
Just thriving, crushing life, I guess, just taking over the podcast world, just pumping out content. Natalie and I, in love.
God, let's
Ugh,
make out.
Disgusting. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
God.
It's great.
I thought maybe you'd just be perched up on that man's lap.
I was going to.
Yeah, she's asked. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could just kind of lay down this way.
Yeah.
Go horizontal for the day.
I get a little claustrophobic.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
right.
ooh.
I would love to be, if I could, which I know is probably, I have two ways I could do this. One is probably not as accessible. I would love to be inside of his skin. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like maybe.
Like, what's your attachment disorder? you
Yeah,
know?
but then I feel like what I could just be in his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I could just be in there.
You're small enough. Yeah.
I
love that. Just let me hop in.
Little skinny
I'm
girl.
so small.
I'm minuscule, and I just hop right into that pocket.
Yeah, do
and
it.
I don't. Yeah. That's a dream of mine.
Yeah, like a front kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
Goes
Yeah.
to, when you kids stand on your shoes and you walk with them.
Yeah.
Like that, but for adults.
Or like the babies, that goes in front of the straps. Would you want me to carry you around in a baby pouch? Yeah.
Did
I
you
always
not
thought that
do
would be
that at
safe.
Stagecoach already?
Well, that was on the back.
That was on the back.
Yeah, and
That was due to necessity,
That was-
not for joy.
I don't think Nick has recovered from that.
I was in survival mode. Yeah.
I did always think that would be so safe to be a baby, just kind of like on someone's front of them. That would be really nice, I think, for me.
I always have wanted to be pushed in a stroller, but I do feel like being strapped to someone's and just being free is nice, right?
Yeah.
You know, bring back the wagon. I feel like wagons were a big thing when I was a kid, and they're gone. And you could fit an adult in a wagon, no problem.
I've fallen off of so many wed wagons.
I fell off of
like the
widow wed wagon.
wagon. Like,
You've fallen.
I have fallen.
A radio flyer, though, like the ones that you probably grew up with, I feel like the ones now are like industrial. Like they are thick plastic. They are big.
They're so dangerous.
Not the ones these days.
The ones I was playing with.
How are they dangerous?
You just whip them because we put them. Yeah, you just like get in and then you start like pulling people. And...
But the shit that our parents had us do as kids, everyone I know had their arm broken. Like a lot of my friends had their arm broken because their dad like threw them in a game.
In a
like,
pool.
I literally had my arm broken because my dad, like in not an abusive way, threw me like across a couch.
Oh my god!
Like because we were playing like and not in
like
an abusive
fun way.
Which
like in a funny,
in
like,
a fun,
way.
super not abusive way. We were like all jumping, and then he would like toss you onto the couch. And I think he like missed or something, and I literally like broke my arm. And then it was like
felt so bad.
Oh my god, I can't even imagine. And then like I was saying that to one of my friends, and they're like, "Oh my god, I broke my arm because my dad was tossing me around." I'm like, "What was happening?"
Oh my gosh!
But nowadays, that would
I think
be
all dads like to toss the baby in the air type of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I think. How old were you when this was happening?
This was last year.
Yeah.
No, this was really young. I think maybe like 7.
Well, you know how parents used to do the thing where they'd like swing you by your
Yeah,
arms?
like a 1, 2, 3 wee.
I used to do that with my parents, and then one of my friends, when we were little, got her shoulder dislocated.
Yeah.
So my parents said we can't
fully
do that
tracks.
anymore. Yeah.
By looking at it, you would think
Yeah.
that would be what is going to happen 100%
yeah,
of
these
the time.
little arms and like
Yeah. And the
Pop.
force of
yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Have you broken on a bone?
No, I've never
Neither
broken a
have
bone.
I.
Never
I have
broken a
never
bone.
either.
I
have-
used to wear braces in school though, just because I wanted to get it to
like
on
people
your
sign
teeth.
them?
or on your
No,
body?
like the ones from the grocery
like,
store. I want like little like ankle bracelets, and I'd like have to perch my leg up in class.
Natalie would be like, yeah,
You
I actually...
faked?
Oh my god, yes.
You liar.
So but it was more just like
Kids would do
How old
that.
were
I
you?
needed. It was probably like 3rd grade.
I do remember like
third
fantasizing about
grade.
having a cast or being on crutches.
Like
Yeah.
it's literally like that. Who's that stand-up comedian we were watching who was talking about whenever a grandparent dies and you like are in school and you get so
Oh,
much
John
attention.
Mulaney.
John Mulaney,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, that would
It's
be the. I
literally
told
like-
everyone that my mom was pregnant because we would write. I went to a really small school, so you would write cards, which is like kind of really weird. And like maybe women didn't want all these like 11-year-olds writing a card when they're like just found out they were pregnant, but
Oh, that's
whatever.
weird.
And so we would all write cards, and I got real mad that my mom was never pregnant, even though I have 4 siblings, so she was plenty pregnant. But
You're the youngest?
I'm the middle. So, but in my time, I guess, whatever. So
Right.
then I told my mom, or I told my teacher that my mom was pregnant, and everyone in my class wrote my mom a card, and I thought that was really cool. And then in the car pickup line, I think my teacher was like, "Suzanne, congrats!" And my mom was like, "Eilise is a pathological liar." I was like, "Sorry." Like in the
Anyways,
back
can I
seat.
read the cards?
You're like midway through opening them.
I remember in like the 1st or 2nd grade, like me and this kid named Shane decided to tell our entire class and our teacher that we were brothers and from New Mexico.
Yeah,
And
the New Mexico
No.
part key.
yeah.
Essential.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, no, we're brothers. Yeah, totally. And we're from New Mexico. And we never really got called out for it. Like,
I don't.
People are like, okay.
I guess I
Yeah.
wanted my name to be Bridget so bad that I told everyone my name was Bridget, but I just went by Natalie. It was just like a short name.
Just a short name
for
is Bridget.
My family just pulled it out of Bridget. So then I started writing like how you'd like bubble letter your name
yeah.
on like a piece of like copy paper.
Mhm. Yeah.
I would do that and I would write Bridget, Bridget Natalie.
I always wanted people to call me Ellie. Like I wanted that nickname to catch on. So I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, everyone kind of calls me Ellie. Anytime I meet anyone new, and it was like, no one calls you that. Literally, my email was Sweet Ellie. It's like, dude, it's not going to catch on. Which sometimes I have old accounts like hooked up to my very old email, which was at cox.net. Do you
Oh
guys
my
know that?
God.
COX.
Oh my.
So my email was sweetellie@cox.net,
Oh my
which
God.
just really
Jesus.
which now it's out there, so I
Yeah.
guess hack that. But yeah, like giving very much porn star vibes
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
truly.
Sweet Ellie.
Cox.
At Cox.
.net.
It's not even a .com.
No.
It's a .net.
.net, of course,
Which
like
is
a
kind of even
Hotwire,
worse.
Hotnet, whatever those were. Yeah.
Well, before we get to Bachelor Bios, anything we need to... well, I think we need to get some Vanderpump stuff to dust up on, any kind of like residuals from the fallout. I did see... We talked about this a little bit on Pop Extra, Pop Off, our wonderful weekly pop culture variety hour, which is essentially everything we didn't get to in Viall Files Classic. That was last Friday, but Tom Schwartz did a podcast. Yeah. And I think some people made some comments about like they had more empathy towards Schwartz regarding, because it sounds like he's got some family dilemmas going on. Tragically, it seems like,
his dad had a brain bleed. His brother was diagnosed with testicular cancer.
Yeah, like horrible.
Yeah.
It sucks. That's a bummer. But like at the same time, like
What? Maybe can you use different words to explain that? That sucks. And that's like a bummer.
What do you want me to say?
It's heartbreaking. It's
Sucks.
terrible.
It's awful. It's awful.
It's just like a bummer that like your brother. Holy
You hate
shit!
to see it. Another Tuesday.
Oh my god! It's like you just got like turkey instead of chicken on your sandwich, and you're like, oh, it's kind of a bummer.
I guess, yeah. I'm a heartless king. No, it does suck. It sucks. It sucks. But I just here's the thing.
Better.
Yeah, you're getting better.
Perfect. Yeah, that was good.
For this next take, can we try?
No, well, clearly it worked for you guys. I guess what I'm saying is I wanted to hear Tom talk about, obviously, he's involved in a lot of scandal, I guess, regarding his relationship with Katie and that fallout, the treatment of Katie throughout the season, which in some regards, as much as we love, Ariana and Scandival, it's like I feel like Katie's moment was almost kind of swept away by all of the scandal of it all, and kind of like how I felt like season 10 started with her kind of standing up for herself and like the relationship that she was begrudgingly and like forced to like ask for divorce. Like she didn't want the divorce. It was it's a very sad situation where you're someone in a relationship who like loves your partner and wants to make it work, and you're just like, can you just fucking try. Like Katie was that classic person who finally got tired of doing 100% of her half and like 50% of their partner's half and shit like that. And despite Tom Schwartz is very like tragically family problems, I feel like he didn't really totally address like the whys behind some of his decisions. I know he talked about being like maybe guilty of like looking the other way, but he still knew, like he knew about the one-time hookup. And I just feel like he didn't really address like those situations in full. I feel like he left us wanting more.
I was a little shocked that Andy didn't ask Schwartz any questions about knowing.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we know that the video that was found on Tom's phone was filmed in Schwartz's bathroom at his apartment.
Or was it Joe's bathroom? We will never know.
I think they shared a bathroom. That apartment did not look like it had more than one.
Yeah, I just kind of want to know more about, like, is he really done with Sandoval? Like, is this a situation where Schwartz is going to use this as a platform for change in his life in terms of how he evaluates his friendships and things like that? Like, here's the thing, though. Tom Schwartz has a track record of standing up for his boys no matter what. You know?
And not even his boys, like how he played pickleball with Randall and Lala was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, can you not do that?
So,
like, you're not even friends with this man.
I'm not trying to have a lack of empathy for his family's situations. I just like sometimes people will use other things going on in their life as a scapegoat. As terrible as it is that his family is going through this, it doesn't like explain why he did or didn't do certain things. And especially as a guy who does have a track record because Tom was basically saying, well, hey, listen, I got a lot going on. I can understand that. My mind's elsewhere. I understand that. But he still has a history of doing this shit, which is like standing up for his boys or not defending, the people he should be defending and keeping secrets and things like that. So it's just more like, yes, it sucks that you're going through this, but I'm not left with thinking the next time this happens in this situation, is he going to do anything different? I don't know. Did you get that sense, Allie?
I feel like we're kind of on different pages of the Tom thing because I feel like for me, he's never been the type of person to even speak honestly or openly about anything Sandoval. He's always been the cool, chill, fun guy. So I was impressed even by his language of looking back, I should have maybe even given him an ultimatum. Like I should have kind of like made him say something. And so maybe we wanted more from him, or we wanted him to fully say, as you said, like, this is an opportunity for change. I'm cutting him off. I'm reevaluating my life. It's also Tom Schwartz. So like we got to start somewhere. And I feel like for me, it was a bit impressive that he even addressed
so you just have
it.
low expectations of him as a human.
Correct.
Yeah.
Or
In
I just
certain
assume
ways.
I want him to, he's always going to be the guy who never wants to step on anybody's toes. So the fact that he's saying he left me with a mess that I had to clean up. I can't come back from this. I haven't talked to him in months.
Yeah. But that's kind of the problem. It's just like he doesn't want to always step on any toes. And he's now learned that like in life as an adult, like not wanting to step on anyone's toes, sometimes you step on the toes of the people you're supposed to protect the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of the big thing here. This is why he has gotten so much heat for some of the choices he's make in his interpersonal relationships of like backing the wrong people.
Well, that's what he said. He's like, now it looks like I'm an accomplice.
He is an accomplice. That's the thing. He keeps saying, it looks like he knew that they hooked up. Whether he said it was a one-night stand, fine, but he still kept the secret. And here's what doesn't track. It's not like they hooked up and never talked again. They hooked up, and then clearly Sandoval and Raquel were inseparable in so many cases. So he knew about the one-night stand, and then he saw his best friend and Raquel just constantly hanging out, and that didn't like put up any alarm bells. I don't know.
He also, like, to go along with what you're saying, he also in those scenes was like, oh, I think, Raquel has a type, like, y'all better watch out, like, Taken guys. Like, he was saying shit like that. And I think Andy did ask him that. He was like, I think it was just like subconscious. Like I couldn't help myself.
Maybe.
And even the like after Mexico trip where they're standing at Yeasty Boys, like by the house having that breakfast. I think Raquel really likes you or something.
Or he was saying, I don't know. It just feels like she has a crush on someone else.
Crush on someone else. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I just think being a friend, especially as an adult, is knowing when and having that difficult choice of holding your friends accountable and having tough conversations. And Tom Schwartz has a history of not doing that. He has a history of just like protecting his boys and their secret no matter what and prioritizing that. And like, I'm not convinced that that's going to change.
I feel like if he lived somewhere else, it would be so much less of an issue. Like in LA, people are up to stuff. And that's not to say there's not people who like cheat on their girlfriends or do other fucked up shit other places. But in general, like I think there's just so many like ulterior motives or like ambition and like the sort of this facade of like niceness and mutual respect when a lot of times it's like a mutual like using one another.
I hope I'm wrong because like he is a charming motherfucker and I think he does have a good heart. I do think he means well. I just think it's one of those things where like it was way more charming when he was 20.
I think this whole situation has been extremely eye-opening for a lot of people in this group, and I think a lot of them will change the way that they hold their friends accountable, or even like Ariana, how she can decipher between who's actually her friend and who's a good person, who has good character.
Because like what kind of was swept under the rug too is like that whole like Sandoval dressing up as Raquel for Halloween. And I think Ariana has since admitted that she knew that would upset Katie and yet kind of did it anyways. Those are rumors that are have been floating out there. I don't know, but
it's a real doozy. I just feel like you put that dude in like a neighborhood where like all the kids are friends and anyone can like kind of like show up in the door.
You want Tom to go back to Woodbury, Minnesota. That's where he's from.
Yeah, you know what I mean though. But like his sort of like the more the merrier, everything's fine. Like you put that like a dad with like some
he's a great like
coming in the door.
He's a great barbecue dad.
He's a great barbecue dad. I think he would
cul-de-sac
and
barbecue.
God,
and his other friends are barbecue dads who set a good impression, like in a good example for him. Like then he thrives.
He just
but
needs
it's like
friends who aren't like don't have a history of his like best friends are all a bunch of fucking
like dirtbags.
Cheaters and like Jax and Sandoval, like these guys like have done some shit.
Yeah, and I feel like what I've heard from Schwartz and people who have been around him or worked for him or been friends with him, people describe him as this guy was never meant to be on reality TV.
I hear that all the time.
He's just a normal Midwestern guy who kind of got swept up into it, and like he's just not built for it.
But he's been doing it for 10 years, so I kind of slightly roll my eyes. I get what they're saying, but he has nevertheless been doing it for 10 fucking years. So the whole like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, kind of like, I mean, good for him for like continuing to like convince people that he's just like this reluctant reality TV star, but he is a literal reality TV star who's been doing it for 10 years.
Eilise, what do you think?
Yeah, so I'm super invested in on this. No, I don't know anything about the drama of as of late, because I'm not a Vanderpump person, but now I'm diving deep into it because I need to be a part of something. It's like very important to me. But how old is this guy?
40.
Yeah, like so then, because when I just from what I'm hearing too, I feel like it's the kind of thing when you're like in your 20s and you don't want to be the first guy of your guy friend group to like get engaged or move out if none of your friends are doing that. And so it's always kind of hard to be that guy who's like, I'm going to be mature. Like, I love this person that I'm with and I want to be the first one, whatever. I feel like he's kind of acting like in that vein with these boys and like backing his boys when like at a certain point in adulthood. And if he's 40, then maybe that's the time to like actually hold people accountable. Cause I would understand a little bit more like, I feel like that 20 something age, you're kind of learning that. And you want to be a part of the group and whatever. But that's kind of the energy it's giving me where it's like, if you're 40 years old, you kind of know better. And he's been a reality. I've only heard of this man in the reality world. So the kind of the Minnesota vibe, like every year you're getting asked if you want to keep doing the show. And you're like, yeah. So that's
yeah,
something.
that's what I'm saying. It's just like, you're right. I've heard that from everyone, but it's also like,
he had so many
still
outs.
does it.
he still
so
does
many
it.
outs.
Yeah. And so like, if this isn't for him.
He might not be built for it, but he's still showing up.
He's still showing
the
up.
checks are being cashed.
Yeah.
So
Quite literally.
Kind of in the reverse direction. I don't know if you guys have been watching the most recent season of Kardashians, but there's kind of this interesting moment where Kim was like, I'm more of a lights off kind of girl, like talking about what like in her personal sex life,
Absolutely.
her preferences. She's like, it's so weird. I can like walk out of a photo shoot with 100 people working on set. I can walk out in a thong. But it's like, if you're there with me, I'm like, wait, don't look at me, turn the lights off. And so it's kind of interesting, like seeing how it is really like a different skill set, like kind of having this like outward facing persona and then like what energy you bring to your personal life. And it just, I think it was so interesting having like Kim Kardashian, who's like, I don't know, just like the sex symbol of our generation, like hearing that like reality. Does that resonate with you guys? Or are you like, thoughts,
I'm
feelings?
for sure lights off.
Here's all the way off. So a scale of 1 to 10. If 1 to
Not
10
even
is,
like a little night light in the corner.
I look better with clothes on and lights off.
scale of 1 to 10. 10 is
Go ahead
like,
and turtleneck
and it's
me
one of
up.
those like, you dim lights. So basically 10 is like all the way up, bright
brightest,
light. Yeah.
the
Everything's
brightest.
just like, yeah.
Grocery store.
And then 0, pitch black. Where
And
do
you're
you,
like
Echolocation.
looking for
You're like,
you can't find this.
do you like a like a,
That was meant to be echolocation.
Marco.
That is not an orgasm noise. I just want to be really clear.
very cool. Very cool
I
noise.
loved that.
That was like the orgasm of a pufferfish.
Yeah. Who's self-conscious?
so Allie, you're a 0?
No, I mean, I don't want to like not be like, I don't want it to be like the middle of
Like
the
Natalie
night.
said, you
pitch
can't
black,
see.
You can't.
Yeah, you're like,
You just
Marco.
feel their breath.
Yeah.
Marco?
Not that much, but I did date someone who was like fully lights on, like very into that. And I was like, this is not going to work. Like, no. He also
They
wanted me to like,
insisted.
he like wanted me to make eye contact with him as well. And I was like, we can't. Like,
You're like personal connection?
I'm just like,
not here
I was
for
like,
it.
I can't do this.
I dated a guy years ago.
Oh,
Like,
please say more.
oh my God,
Yeah.
no.
Years ago.
Literally, it was years
Nick.
ago. And he's nasty. You are so amazing and lovely. Anyways, but
That's what I need every time my boyfriend brings up someone.
anyone.
Literally
Yeah.
give me 14 compliments before you're allowed to talk
Like-
about it.
Like,
Yuck.
literally,
Yeah.
I want you to projectile vomit and then continue the story.
Actually.
No, but I'm like a mid, right? I like a little like mood lighting,
Mhm.
but like also I do want to see your face.
Mm-hmm.
And this man, Nick knows about him because he would always wear a hat. Never,
Oh.
the hat would never come off. Ever,
Wow.
ever. But like the back of it, like he looked like he had like a lot of hair. You know, it was a lot back here. You know how guys
Did
kinda
you
have,
never
like, the,
see his actual head?
well, and so yeah, I for a long time did not see his head, and I just was like,
He'd fuck with the hat
he
on.
loves would fuck with the hat on, but then he wanted
That-
lights off completely,
That
right?
didn't like put up any alarm bells.
well, he wanted the lights off for sure. He wanted
You
lights
guys are
off.
talking
and
about
so,
the
like,
having sex with a hat on.
no. It would like start with a hat, and then he'd like get up and like he'd like lean over, like turn the lamp off.
At any
and I'm
point
like,
would he like backwards hat it?
Yes,
or it's just
yes,
like
he would
he's like,
backwards
like
hat-
it's
yes.
go time and
Yeah,
he would
face
like
down.
flip it.
yes, but
Oh my
then I lived in an apartment. I didn't have curtains. It was a little like moonlight was coming in.
Yeah.
And he had taken his hat off because he was like, oh, it's like pitch black in here. But you can't see anything.
And in the moonlight, you saw.
In the moonlight, I saw the moonlight glistening off of his bald head.
Yeah.
Completely.
But he
like,
had some at the back.
oh my
Some
God, he
hair
had
at the
so
back.
much in the back. It looked like he had the fullest head of hair. And
It's
I
like
was
a
like, he just
high-low
loves-
dress, but his head.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And then I started like, I didn't say anything. And then like in the morning, he'd stay over in the morning. He'd immediately like, put the hat on. And then we'd go out to dinner and I'd like maybe get up before him and I'd start seeing it through like the mesh of the hat. So I started paying attention to it and I was like, this.
Were you ever
is
just
now-
like, hey, babe, all good. Like, feel comfortable.
But it wasn't all good.
No.
It was,
Yeah.
not, it was
No.
very much all
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Because it was
'Cause
definitely
clearly
like,
he's self-conscious.
well, yeah, but it's also like, don't wear a hat all the time and make me think that you have this beautiful and like that's
Luscious
really
You're trying to like
Yeah.
hatfish you.
no
There
yeah
are so many men
Catfish.
that wear hats. Like, I think you can really tell from the guys that wear hats all the time. And God bless them because, they're probably just really insecure
Listen,
about
our
it.
bald kings need to be respected. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's something about it. Listen, like don't
Constant.
we talk about upfront expectations on the show. Upfront expectations.
Tell
on the
me
show
how
all the
much
time.
hair you have.
Yeah, just like don't disappoint. Yeah,
Don't
catfishing.
hatfish.
Don't
Don't
hatfish.
hatfish.
Did we just coin a phrase or is that out there?
Did we? I mean,
I love
would
the
say
fact that
I personally.
you're about to
Did
get it
you?
on, and he's like,
oh no it was literally him like about to go down on me, which I'm not even the biggest fan of, and that's when I like looked down, saw it, and immediately was like, oh my God, I have to go to the
In the
restroom,
moonlight.
and it was done, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. Like I was turned off. It just like
oh,
don't do that to me.
no.
Don't make me think it's one.
I also feel like the difference, I feel like the hair at the back makes it worse because it's like when guys are proudly bald or don't have that much
Sure.
hair and like, you know what I mean? And you know
Yeah.
that's what they look like. But the
Yeah.
hair in the back for me would be the
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mr. Clean.
And then there was like 4 hairs at the front right
No.
here.
No.
It was just a bad situation. And I really do hope,
I really hope he's well.
I
and
do know.
I really do hope that he has grown a little more hair and has looked into some options.
I hope
and-
he is taking some, Nutrafol.
Okay, I didn't realize there's a girl on TikTok who does those toupees. Have you seen this girl?
No.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't really know that like having a toupee was, I don't know. Like I mentioned this to my friends and they were like, yeah, because it looks like these men look 80,000 times better when she put, like she's amazing. It looks like their real hair. And I was like, okay, so that's like a really good solution. And all my guy friends were like, Eilise, that's like not a cool thing to say you have a toupee. Like, and but I was like, I kind of think it's fine. Like it looks like their actual hair.
Well, it
It's
reminds
like
me
the
of the
Jim
Jim Jeffries.
Jeffries
Yeah,
special.
she
Should you
stand-up.
wait
Wigs for
like-
everyone or wigs for no
one.
one.
I was like, is that fine? Like, I was like, oh my God, these guys look so great. And I was like, for sure, get a toupee. But
My
again,
s-
you would have to you have to tell the person if you have.
Well, it's like hair extensions, I think.
When you have long hair and someone's like, oh my God, I love your hair. And you're like, thanks, extensions.
Yes.
Or like,
Yeah.
I love your dress. You're like, it has pockets.
Yes.
Like immediately.
It has pockets.
It has pockets.
Did you ever? I don't know if you've done any wedding dress shopping at all.
No,
but
I haven't started.
it was so weird because like yes, pockets are a good thing, but like in your wedding dress, that's not like going to be a selling factor for me that it has pockets. And my sisters, both of them, when they went wedding dress shopping, the women would like they'd be like, "Oh, I love this" or whatever, and they're like, "And number one, it has pockets." It's like, what are you putting?
What are you
in the
carrying on your
pockets
wedding
for?
day?
A handkerchief. a
And she was
tissue.
like that, like it was a major. Or my sister would be like, "Yeah, the dress is okay," just and she's like, "But did you see the pockets?"
pockets,
and
they're
it's like,
deep.
why is that the selling point of this? Maybe it's not a good dress if that's
Yeah.
the selling point. I was like, do brides really care if it has pockets? I don't
You're
know.
like, do you really want to carry your phone around?
Yeah.
Or like,
I'm like, how many pockets are on it? That's my number one question.
I want a cargo wedding dress.
The more pockets, the better
The
on my
better.
big day. It's like, what? I was thinking, like, how funny would it be if you made like the most random person one of your bridesmaids? Like, I
I
think
kind of
about
love
these
that.
are like
What
the
about
what
Barbara
ifs that I
Corcoran?
think about,
Yeah.
where like if you just randomly said to like
DM
an
someone
old
and be like,
neighbor,
hey,
and you're
babe,
like,
just was thinking about you.
will you
Yeah.
be my friend? Because as the person receiving that, you'd have to be like,
Yes.
but you'd be like, what the fuck?
Like, how did you come about me?
Did you send this to the wrong number in your contacts? Like
You'd be like, it would really make you feel like that person, like you don't know their friend situation. You'd be like, oh, it's bad, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Like me? We had that one
Yeah.
conversation.
Me.
Okay.
Yes. And then you have to like go to all the stuff. and, like,
literally.
is it
yeah.
a big culture of reciprocity with bridesmaids? Like how much is a faux pas? Is it
To
If
be
you-
someone's bridesmaids
and
and
then
not
I always
reciprocate.
think of this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I am kind of in that come on. Because I was this girl's, my like high school
It's always the high
bestie.
school friends.
And we were like 3 years ago, I was her bridesmaid. And now we like live across the country and like don't really talk that much.
In 3 years.
And now it's like,
I don't
it's
even know who
very
this person
normal.
is.
It's very normal. And
Yeah.
you can blame
and
numbers.
that's kind of a
and
thing
you can
too. Is
throw
you should
someone
know.
a bone of usher or personal attendant. Like
Usher.
I think-
Personal attendant.
I think you
personal
blame-
attendants
That's
are
all the programs.
underrated.
I think you blame
What
me.
is that?
So
Yeah.
my sister's personal attendant, Rihanna, freaking nailed it. I literally asked Rihanna if she'd be my personal attendant because clearly I'm so close to getting married. She fucking nailed it. She was like there because she had gotten married, so she knew the whole process. She had my sister's bag the whole day with like touch-up stuff and whatever. She was the one throwing the veil up for the photos. She was holding girls' bouquets while we were
Okay.
taking photos with her. She switched out her shoes. She helped her pee. Like she and her mom bustled her dress, took off her veil, redid her hair. Like they nailed it.
Lady in waiting
Yeah.
vibes.
Oh, I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that is very meaningful because then you actually get to
totally.
spend a lot of your their day.
You're there peeing with them.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
like some of the few moments where they're not like, oh my gosh, this is
What
the
I
most
learned
exciting
from
day.
Rihanna, if you have a train on your dress when you need to go pee, you'll obviously always need someone to help you. You pee the other way. So flip your
Turn
body
around.
around
You ride
so
it
the
like-
train's going that way.
You go
you
to a
live reverse
urinal.
cowgirl it.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You're like that English teacher who like
Hot.
spins the chair around, like sits on his like so Gatsby. It's your wedding day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Personal attendant. I didn't know that was like an actual role, but that
Mhm.
makes sense. Anyways,
So lights, like a 4.
At least, what are you?
I probably like a little mood, like a mood lighting
mhm.
situation.
Yeah.
Maybe a little darker than lighter. I like put on a little orange light. I have that
Oh.
like little cute mushroom one that
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
bitch has from
Kinda
Urban
hot.
Outfitters. Very hot. But from outside of my place, it looks like I'm having like a seance or something. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Wow. Nick, what are you?
I like it.
Lights on.
I like to see.
Nick's like
I don't want it
school
bright.
lighting.
I don't want like a spotlight, but yeah, I think
Nick
we're on the
has
same page.
flashlights on during the
This is actually the
A
same
headlamp.
setup that you guys have.
those like those minor hats.
yeah.
Nick, that's his hat he puts on.
Natalie will turn off the lights full black, and I just click my hat on.
You mind if I put my headband on? You guys
God.
have this lighting set up in
He
the
brings them
bedroom.
home.
It's basically
Perfect.
like
Yeah.
our studio
Yeah.
lighting. Yeah.
Derek's there. He's controlling
I got a
everything.
whole team.
He's like,
filming.
you clap once.
Yeah.
We good to go, Derek? Perfect. Perfect.
You just don't know. We don't know when we're going to need a sex tape to revitalize our careers. you know?
Correct,
So we're just like banking a lot of content just in case.
Yeah.
You know? And
right
like,
now things are going well. You don't always know. There's
You
a
just-
looming recession.
Yeah, you just never know when we might need to distract people.
Go ahead and drop that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
That makes sense.
yeah. All right. Well, should we get into these bios? Hey, all you true crime fans out there who love to do a little like problem solving, a little mystery solving of their own. Well, if you haven't checked out June's Journey, you are missing out. You got your crime fighting skills, your investigating skills. Now put them to the test with June's Journey. Everyone loves a good family mystery, especially one with as many twists and turns as June's Journey. Step into the role of June Parker and search for hidden clues to uncover the mystery of her sister's murder. Engage your observation skills to quickly uncover key pieces of information that lead to chapters of mystery, danger, and romance. Where will each new chapter take you?
They'll take you everywhere from the parlors of New York to the sidewalks of Paris. And something I think is so fun about the game is that you can customize your very own luxurious estate island. So you can build these expansive gardens and beautiful buildings. Like there's this real space for creativity while engaging your brain and problem solving.
You know, it's so much fun, honestly. And especially for all of you crime fighters out there, put your investigating skills to the test with June's Journey. Escape reality and immerse yourself in the world of June Parker. You got that like 1920s vibe, very nostalgic, very charming. It's so much fun. Personally, I love the kind of the building aspect of it, the you know, the making my world type of thing. And you know, listen, I fancy myself as a problem solver, a crime fighter. Are you craving a good mystery or just looking for escape? Well, dive into this fun game that's free to download, a ton of fun. Can you crack the case? Download June's Journey for free today on iOS and Android.
I have to say, it is both a curse and a blessing bringing the best drinks to a party because on one side, you're the hero, it rocks. On the other side, you put your drinks on the drinks table, you go back like 30 minutes later, they're all gone. And that happens to me every time I bring June Shine. I am a huge hard kombucha girl. That's how I first heard about June Shine. I love all of their flavors. So I was really thrilled when they came out with these sort of canned cocktail options and varieties, because it's like sometimes you're not feeling like a beer girl and you still want to have a casual kickback with your friends where drinks are easy and you don't have to have someone who's like plays mixologist and dirties all these cups.
If you love a good canned cocktail, you got to think of June Shine. Whether it's margaritas, vodka sodas, or rum cocktails, 8 to 10% ABV. That's 1.5 shots, people. You get your money's worth. Made with premium ingredients that taste amazing and have no added sugar. We love that. Natalie's a huge fan, big fan of the margarita pack. It's the mango, the tropical, and the lime.
Yum.
All made with high quality tequila.
And I really like the passion fruit vodka soda. You know, that's what I would order at a bar, and you don't usually get the passion fruit with it.
June Shine can be found in over 10,000 stores across this great country of ours. It's available at all the retailers you've already visited for grocery stores and alcohol like Whole Foods, Target, Ralph's, Vons, Albertsons, Kroger's, Wegmans, Total Wine, Bevmo, Safeway, and more. We've worked out a special offer for our listeners. At any store, you can buy one June Shine package and get the second for only a penny. That's right. You heard me right. I know it's nuts. That's $12 to $20 in value. I recommend trying one of their best-selling variety packs. It's a great way to try all their delicious flavors. Go to juneshine.com/VIALL. Text them a photo of your receipt, and they'll Venmo you immediately. It's that easy. So go to juneshine.com/VIALL. That is JUNESHINE.com/VIALL. All right. Well, let's kick it off. We got Aaron B.
Software salesman.
God, they really get a lot of software salesmen. Yeah.
How old is Charity?
How old is Charity? Does Charity have her own bio? I mean, I know she was the wonderful suitor of who is
She's
she?
27.
Who is she courting? Oh, yeah, Zach. Already forgot.
It's so weird because he's so memorable.
Yeah.
A one of a kind.
Charity, a child and family therapist from Columbus, Georgia.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go neighbor.
Okay. What is Charity like looking for when it comes to love?
She is searching for a life partner who loves dogs, thrifting, and a good tailgate, but above all else is honest, empathetic, and values her for who she is. With parents who have been married for over 47 years, Charity has been instilled with the confidence of knowing what she deserves and is eager to find a lasting love matching their example.
Okay.
All right, cool brag. 47 years.
Very chill.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
47 years.
That's a long time.
They'd been married for 20 years when they had her.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Impressive.
Wow.
They really took their time to travel and do all that stuff.
No, they really did.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the youngest of how many? She has an older brother, which we know shows up night one
Mm-hmm.
and like weirdly
For
pretend.
her love?
It's kind of weird. Yeah. So
Like out of the limo today?
so
He shows up. He's like,
on
hey.
Charity's hometown, he was the brother that kind of, was America's sweetheart for that episode. And they had Charity and her brother had like a very bonding kind of like big brother moment. Very cute. And then the producers decided to say, hey, let's pretend that you're going to fuck your sister night one and show up and get out of the limo as like a spy. I mean, I'm kidding about the fucking the sister part, but he
That
does.
was a clear line.
He,
That was a clear.
he does pretend to be one of the men, and he wears this like weird, clearly fake, wig and mustache, which is like in no way like
What?
movie quality.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, so does she immediately know it's her brother when he gets out?
She
in on
knows.
it.
She
Oh,
knows.
okay.
She
The men.
she's in on it.
The men don't.
Are the ones, so it's like to see when they think no one's watching, like, are they going to say some fuck shit?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's actually
Okay,
maybe
I like
kind of
that.
fun. I thought he was coming out of the limo and was like, hey,
No.
really nice to meet you.
Yeah, me
and she's
too.
like, you're so familiar.
Where
And
do
I'm
I
like,
know you
what is
from?"
happening?
Yeah, that's sick.
But that makes sense.
Yeah. So anyways, we got Aaron B. Aaron B is a software salesman from San Diego. They love a good San Diego
Really can't
connection.
wait.
They love a good software salesman connection.
Yeah,
They're really
2
pulling
for
from
2.
they're really pulling from the roots. Aaron B taught himself how to play the violin and piano.
Hot.
Okay.
Okay, but
I'm
also how
sorry.
good is he at either?
I don't
like terrible at both.
Yeah.
He's played once.
It's like I taught myself how to play. I don't
Like, it's
ever
not
play
good,
for anyone.
but like I
Yeah.
did teach myself.
Yeah. He can play chopsticks on the piano.
Kind of hot, also.
Is it?
Maybe.
That you can play
you can-
chopsticks?
If a guy busted out a violin and serenaded you, like how panty dropper?
A
or-
violin is like, I would imagine, hard to play.
Oh,
I
it
would
is.
agree.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
played in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I played 4th through 8th grade. Progressively got worse.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hot.
Yeah.
For you.
Yes.
So you're like, so yes.
They just kept putting me
Give it
in back, and so
They're just like, you keep moving further. You're
there
like
were there were literal times in like what is it called, like the concert or orchestra? I don't know, but
Your
I'd
recital.
literally pretend to play.
No,
I'd
I
just be
did the
like,
same thing. I played the flute and
like
I would
moving
go
my
violin.
fingers. Yeah.
You're like
The
the
flute,
girl in the
'cause-
cheer squad that's
yeah.
not very good.
Like,
so they
no
just keep
one
moving you
knows.
to the back.
Just sidestepping.
Yeah. And if you just move further to the left, you'll be behind the curtain. So
No. The second most interesting thing about Aaron is he eats peanut butter straight from the jar.
Whoa,
Which
crazy.
I do.
I would argue
Everyone does.
everyone who eats peanut butter eats
What?
it from the jar.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you like peanut butter, you've eaten it
You've
from
had
the jar.
a spoonful.
if
Yeah.
you're taking a spoonful of peanut butter and putting it on a plate and then taking a fork and eating the peanut
That
butter,
is not
You're
it's
nuts.
okay.
giving psychopath.
You're being wasteful.
Yeah. Hmm.
Not
But okay.
really
Aaron B is
Svexophobic.
AKA scared of wasps.
specific.
Oh, me. I love
But not
wasps.
bees?
Like, what?
Just wasps? Wasps?
Well, I feel like they're meaner. Like, isn't it like when bees sting, they die, but wasps can
You know,
sting unlimited?
I totally get
Sting
that. But like, are
unlimited.
you literally like not afraid of bumblebees? And you're like, oh, fine. But
no
when
one
you
likes
see-
them.
And also, like, can you
Yeah.
discern between like a bee and a wasp in like real time?
That's a good question.
After his last long-term relationship didn't work out, Aaron B is excited for the chance to fall in love again.
Okay, so he's
Okay.
got some
Long-term.
long-term
He's got baggage.
relationship
Former football player.
Okay.
In high
What
school
level?
or what?
Yeah.
Is that all it says?
Because I'm a former volleyball player.
Yeah.
When I was
I'm a
in
former badminton player.
violin
Yeah.
player.
like,
I'm
Okay.
a former violin player.
flute
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron B.
Okay.
Aaron B.
And what do we just general thoughts?
cute.
He's cute, yeah.
handsome.
Ew.
you know?
I like a software salesman.
What about
Do-
them?
I like a salesman. Like
Okay.
I think that people
Like
who are
door-to-door
good,
knives.
yeah, specifically that.
They're
yeah.
always very like personable.
Yes.
You know, I
feel
love
like they can
that.
get along with a lot of people.
They can talk to a brick wall.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the conversation will not be awkward with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually, I think.
They know how to
Usually.
vamp.
Unless it's with Nick.
Yeah.
And then it's terrible.
And then we have another
Another
Aaron.
Aaron.
Okay.
Firefighter. Okay.
He
Okay, so
potential murder vibes.
here's my issue with the photo they selected
Why
is
is-
you can only see his
Why is he
arm on
grinding
one
his
side.
teeth?
You can
Yeah.
only see his arm on one side, so it looks like he ripped off one of the sleeves of his long
It
sleeve
does
shirt.
look like
Mhm, it
that.
does.
I swear he's getting whiter by the second in that photo. Like it's giving
He's
Edward
fading
Cullen.
into the backdrop.
Does
Yes.
he not have American Girl doll teeth a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Oh my!
Well, he
we
looks-
are merciless. Poor
He-
Aaron S.
He looks like he's grinding his teeth. Just a couple disclaimers as always. We don't know these people. We're just
No.
having fun. If you're listening to this and you're Aaron S., it's fine. Let it roll off. We're not.
These
we're
photos are not ever good, really.
'Cause,
for
go
many
look
people.
at
no
my
one
photo.
has a good
not.
photo.
Yuck. Also, another guy from San Diego.
Uh-oh.
It's so funny because obviously there's like a really bad rep with San Diego boys
Mm.
right now, and I was talking
Specifically
to.
because of The Bachelor, or just in
I think
general?
so because it's like all that's where all of like
It
You
also
know,
is
it's
where
like Blake
Bachelor
Horseman
alumni
kind of.
will go down to party
Yeah.
because like Bachelor Nation apparently runs deep and they don't get the validation that they like love to get at the bars here because there's like too many people who like, I don't know, I guess are like mini famous, but like down in San Diego, like
Yeah.
It's like they're Boca
Yeah.
Raton, like they retire there for like a
Yeah.
peaceful,
they're
like
they're,
easy
rock,
life.
they're
Yeah.
rock stars in San Diego.
Yeah.
So it's
But I heard that a lot of Charity's men are from San Diego,
Uh-oh.
which is
Does San
What I
Diego
hear, a
just
red flag.
dip in population when they're casting?
Yeah,
Just-
literally.
Like
And
the
it-
streets are empty.
It's like those college towns
Yeah.
where like during the summer
There's
their
like a
population-
Coachella.
there's
where
like
they're
a
filming.
tumbleweed.
Yeah.
I only like that for there's at least hopefully a chance to get some like organic drama because then ideally there might be some overlap, maybe people don't like each other, maybe someone knew about someone they've hooked up with or like some
Mhm.
fuckboy reputations, yada yada yada. Aaron
so
is
sorry.
a real life Superman.
He's a firefighter.
Okay.
I think that's what that's about.
A hero.
Praying he didn't
I
write
mean,
that
listen,
himself.
we love
but
our
okay.
firefighters and thank you for your service, but like that's not the same as real life Superman.
Yeah.
Aaron S. is
We
looking
find out
for
that
a
Nick
future
is, like,
wife
a
who can
huge
help
Superman
break through
fan.
his tough exterior. I'm envisioning like a woman like Taylor Swift in her music video just busting through a wall.
Yeah.
Then my sister's ex was a firefighter and he was a degenerate gambler. I wouldn't call him a real life Superman.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Aaron S is a hero.
Yeah.
You know,
This-
maybe we'll hear some stories of his firefighting.
Right. This dashing firefighter describes himself as a loving partner with a mysterious side.
You can't describe yourself with a mysterious side.
No.
People have to describe you
as
as a mysterious side.
He's like, I'm
just,
charming, but I'm kind of mysterious.
Like, I'm just like, when people just like, I have secrets.
What if like the producers were really trying to get something out of him and he was just like being a iron fortress and they were like, okay, he's mysterious. Moving onward.
Okay.
But it's self-described.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he describes himself as a loving partner.
Aaron S. definitely talked to it in the third person. He says, Aaron's just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron S.'s favorite holiday is anyone else's birthday.
Okay, that's awesome and lovely.
That is.
That
I
makes me
love
like
that.
him.
I do love that. What a great answer.
I rolled. I was like,
Eilise and I had such, we're like,
Yeah.
okay.
I just threw it in my mouth, but I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah.
I just like,
I'm the cynic who just like, he thought of something nice to say.
That's like a Tom Sandoval answer.
He's got a target on his back as far as Eilise and Allie and I are concerned, but he better be everyone's biggest cheerleader because if not, I'm going to call bullshit on loving everyone else's birthday. He better never get jealous of anyone else getting a group date rose.
yeah. Also, I think when you say that, sometimes it could also be the vibe of like, on your birthday, you pretend you don't want anyone to do anything for you, but really you get upset when no one does anything for you. It could be a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Birthdays are vulnerable. Like
Yeah.
anytime someone tells you they don't care, even if they truly don't, they need attention.
Yeah. Aaron says this because he wants everyone else to give a shit about his birthday. So everyone else's birthday, he's just there showing up, throwing him a surprise party, whatever, because he just wants someone to remember his. Also, his favorite movie is Austin Powers' Groovy Baby? No, wait, Austin Powers. And then he says Groovy Baby, right?
Or the editor was like,
Groovy
very
Baby.
cool.
Groovy
Yeah.
baby.
He's like,
Also, he likes his froyo delivered and heavy on the toppings. No.
I'm
That
sorry.
poor DoorDasher.
Delivered.
No.
It's
Isn't
melted.
this a frozen dessert?
Frozen yogurt.
You're
froyo.
It's already, you're up against the clock with something frozen. You're going to go heavy on the toppings, which are typically have to be delivered in individual things.
Oh, really?
You better tip well, sir.
Yeah.
Maybe he does.
He could like be the best guy ever or maybe the worst guy ever is kind of the vibe.
That's basically kind of everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's a specific kind of like outdoorsy insufferable that he might fall into, or he's like very in tune with
best.
endorphins all the time and like
Yes.
bopping and vibing.
His ideal first date is gross. I mean,
What is
it's
it?
not gross, but there's a lot of shit on here I don't necessarily believe. What his ideal first date, watching the sunset over the ocean on a cliff with a blanket and some music. I get that sounds
cliff?
wonderful. Yeah, is it tough if this doesn't go well? Does he throw him off? But like, no, who's ever done that on a first date?
He's going and getting drinks down the street is what he's
Yeah,
doing
he's
on a first
going
date.
to
Like,
coffee,
we're
and he-
all doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That might be like a dream of yours
Sure.
to do that.
Dream,
But that's
yeah.
you're not
What? That's like
doing
a
that.
show me a tell me about a romantic ideal date, not your
Yeah.
ideal first date.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You better share your location if you're meeting a man.
He's
No,
upselling.
Truly.
the
Yeah.
mysterious thing is the thing that throws me off the most because it's like if you're already telling me you have this mysterious like hard shell to crack, I'm like, I'm out.
You're mysterious and you want to go on a cliff?
yeah. So
Yeah.
And you've
I'm
been with
out.
sharks?
I'm
Yeah,
out.
done, buddy.
sorry.
Need a break from reality? Well, maybe life has got you down. Well, cheer up, Buttercup, because Paramount Plus has your great reality escape. Escape into new seasons of the biggest competitions out there like Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge, World Championship, with the boldest personalities from the family Stallone, RuPaul's Drag Race, All-Stars, Queen of the Universe, and the wildest drama like Are You the One? Plus hundreds of previous seasons all streaming at your fingertips. See? Reality ain't so bad. Embrace your reality. Paramount Plus. Stream now.
Adrian.
Adrian. All right. 33, realtor, Northridge, California. Okay.
Something about this photo is like he was right about to ask if he could go to the bathroom, like the moment before it was taken.
He kind of looks like he has his hand extended.
He looks
With a rose.
unsettled. He's in movement.
Is this your ex, Natalie, with the head?
yeah.
He's just now it's all gone.
He's lost it all. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. What does Adrian do?
Adrian's a single father
Okay.
with a big
All right.
heart.
Immediate win.
The caring family man comes from a blended household with 7 step-siblings.
Whoa.
Adrian is a believer in true love and wants to find the right person by his side to build their empire. share experiences, and grow old together. Power couple. Adrian is most proud of his personal health journey, having recently undergone a huge fitness transformation and is now a personal trainer helping others reach their health goals. Charity, we know you're looking for a husband, but do you need a spotter too?
Oh, God.
Is that what it? Oh my God. Well, that's not his fault. I think someone else wrote that.
Wait, I kind of love this man.
I do too.
Dude.
He loves Topgolf,
Which is
yeah,
so fun.
yeah.
Yeah, his fun facts. He loves Topgolf. If Adrian could have any job, he would be a culinary traveler.
That's not
Is that a
thing.
job?
No.
What?
Elise immediately. no.
I actually hate him. I hate him. No, but like, yeah, we all want to be culinary travelers. Like, what does that mean? I thought it was going to be like a chef.
Well, it is. You know, it's literally a dream job.
Traveler.
So
Yeah, fair enough.
So-
Maybe you like write to magazines about it or something.
Yeah,
Trying to find
like
the
a
money-making part of
culinary
it.
blogger.
Yeah.
yeah. In fairness to Adrian, they did pretty much ask him about a dream job, which I'm assuming you're not going to pick something that feels like work.
Salesforce.
Yeah. Salesforce.
In college, Adrian majored in criminal justice.
Okay.
Okay, I like him.
I like
Mhm.
him.
Okay.
Go, Adrian, go.
Go, Adrian. Okay. Braden. Okay, he's 24,
no.
first and foremost.
Oh, no.
He's from San Diego.
Travel nurse, San Diego.
It's like travel nurse hit.
Yeah, it's like
24
boom,
hit.
boom,
San
boom.
Diego. The necklace. The one color scheme.
Why did they let any of them wear white? I'm really confused. It's a pure white background,
Mhm.
and they're like everyone,
You
every
can see
join
his
in.
face floating.
He's fading
Yeah,
away.
He looks like an angel, like on a
No,
TV
he
show
does
with
not
a low
look
budget.
like an angel.
Yeah.
Like, he's, like,
it's giving
fading
like
into
the
heaven.
good place
Yeah.
or something.
Oh, no, guys. Just wait for his bio.
Oh,
His
no.
fun facts.
Braden is a hardworking, romantic, and funny, as he is handsome. Now, again, are these his words?
Or his
No,
mom's or
can't-
what?
It's
The
his
travel nurse
mom's.
has big goals for his future, but says there's one major piece missing from his life, and I wonder if that's a wife?
Health
Appar-
insurance.
24.
Yeah, health insurance. Yeah.
Like what?
joint bank account.
Braden has been in serious relationships before, but is excited about this unique opportunity to date Charity. When Braden loves, he loves hard. Oh, thank God. And he is ready to put it all on the line for his perfect match. Braden is hoping his future wife is honest, adventurous, and most importantly, will love his dog, River.
Of course, his dog's name is River.
Yeah.
As
I
much
know
as-
like 14 dogs named River.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as do I.
Braden loves a good cigar lounge. Oh, okay, so he's a cliche.
Braden is not into meditation.
Okay.
No.
I don't want to relax.
What a weird thing to say. Like,
It's so bizarre.
can't you just be net neutral about it? It's like, I haven't done it. It's not for
my
me.
thing.
Not
yeah.
my thing.
Easy
But
peas.
He's just
He's
like,
not
no,
into
fuck
it.
no.
He is
Fuck
anti-mindfulness.
No. It gives him the ick. You know?
She's like, babe, I'm going to meditate. He's like, I'm going out with River. I'm not meditating with you.
Where's my cigar?
Braden is looking for someone to teach him how to salsa dance.
Okay.
Can't he just take a class then?
Like, literally, I was like, go on YouTube.
just like get a group on.
There is that woman that teaches all different types of dance online. I've tried to watch her to learn how to move my hips. Like literally before an event, I've
for
watched
dancing
her.
purposes or
Literally
just
just
fluidity?
to go out. Like I have no rhythm.
In
And
public.
she goes like, and she does it so good. She does it so good and so easy. And she's like, now just add. And she goes, and if you want to go a little crazy, you put your arms up. And I'm like, girl, slow down.
Oh
It's
my gosh.
So cool.
Wow. He should
Yeah.
just watch her.
So I'll send him her link. He'd like her.
It is very vulnerable to watch how to dance videos on YouTube. Like I remember distinctly a woman who was like, single, single, double, double. And then I was like,
That's
they're at,
probably
like, the
her.
homecoming dance.
It's probably
like,
her.
Single, single.
Dude.
Okay. Braden's got some. Braden's been flagged by the system.
Not gonna
Braden
win.
just like reminds me of someone that I'd like match with on a Hinge, and then feel
So
like I need to go
far,
on a couple dates with.
Do
and
we
be
have
like,
any front runners? I don't feel like we have.
I think
Adrian.
Aaron B.
No,
Adrian.
oh,
Our
Aaron
very
B.
first man,
Yeah.
Aaron B, I think came out strong.
Charity's 27, 29, 33. Okay.
Okay. Our next man, Caleb A.
Hello, Caleb.
He seems nice.
I like the
A
sweater.
resident physician.
Okay. Ann
Okay.
Arbor, Michigan.
The sweater's giving Ann Arbor.
For sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Giving
Smarty
coastal,
pants.
It's giving coastal
It's giving
cowgirl.
Van
So he's a
Heusen.
doctor, right? Resident physician?
I think like when you're a resident,
Yeah,
you're-
the doctor
you're a
is
you're-
in. Caleb
Yeah.
recently completed years of medical training and is ready to turn the page on a new chapter and focus on finding love. Currently working 80 hours a week,
Oh,
he
not
spends
anymore.
his days off unwinding on a hike, catching up with friends, and having
What
a
is he doing
relaxed
his
night
residency for?
in a movie or takeout. He describes himself as dependable and a great listener who wants his partner to feel understood and supported outside of having a family someday. Caleb's other dreams include building his own house.
He's
and
literally
owning-
McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy.
Owning a home
Yeah.
to continue
We don't
developing
know if he's
his
neuro.
hobbies. We don't know
But
if what?
the building a home.
It might say in
thing.
his fun facts, no?
All right, fun facts.
What
Caleb,
is his residency?
he
in?
has a pet salamander.
that he refuses to name until the right one fits.
Okay,
Okay.
Kylie.
Okay.
That is so funny. He's like, nope, that's not it. We'll try again
Like-
tomorrow.
Do you
Why a
believe that?
salamander?
No, can't call him anything.
Yeah.
It's
What's
like
his name? We're not sure. He's like 8.
it's either a very funny bit that he's kept up or he's
It's like, okay, Kylie
crippled by
Jenner.
decision
Yeah.
fatigue at all
Yeah.
times.
He's indecisive, which is not a great quality to have in a doctor.
No.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah.
"Ooh, I don't know what we should do. I don't know. Let me think about it. Well, listen, I'll get back to you in 3 months. He loves picnics.
Okay.
And his guilty pleasure is, quote, trash pizza.
What makes
end
pizza
quote.
trash?
Like Little Caesars, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Right?
I do love that.
Hot
Yeah.
and ready?
I like any kind of really. I'm
Pizza
any
sounds
pizza
real good
is-
right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick and
no,
I are
we're
really
snobs.
picky
We're
on
pizza
Really?
pizza.
snobs.
But
Yeah.
I just like I like any pizza. I'm more burgers. I'm like really a snob about burgers.
Mm.
Also snob about burgers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just snobs about everything. then,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, crazy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
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 Low stakes.
Yeah, we're very judgmental and picky.
What's your favorite pizza? You guys like John and Vinny's?
Ours? We make our own.
Make our own. But Jonathan
John
is
and
good.
Vinny's is
What
really
kind of
good.
Yeah.
crust do you guys use?
We get the dough at
Italy.
Italy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love eating.
Wow.
And
He rolls it out.
then put it out and like we very
Flour,
thin crust,
olive oil.
very thin, flaky, dusty, flaky. Flaky.
The dustier the
Crunchy.
pizza, the better.
We actually bury it for a few
Yeah.
years.
There's a crunch.
And it becomes a
Excavated.
powder.
Yeah.
All right,
It
let's
actually
move
becomes a
on
powder.
From Caleb, the doctor.
So
Caleb
from Caleb A to
Two
Caleb B.
Calebs.
Why do
Caleb
I
looks like he's
Very
teaching
neat.
retreats
Is this the
somewhere.
guy
Caleb
that
looks like the
wrote-
guy in the Geico commercials.
Pro
like
wrestler.
the caveman Geico commercials.
this
he
looks
looks like a caveman. He's a
This-
pro wrestler?
Yeah.
That tracks. He has a pro wrestler face.
He's wearing like a pit bull chain. Like that is not the chain of a man. That is a chain of a dog.
Well, he's a pro wrestler, and I'm guessing not WWE. Like pro wrestler has like their kind of underground.
Yeah, like the minor leagues.
Literally, they do. They absolutely do. And he is.
Derek is nodding his head.
Yeah.
So we know he's
Derek's like, yep.
because isn't wrestling also like it's a big like the performance of it all. Like you sell it, you have a character. So I feel like he's going to be a big personality.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy that wrote Walking in Memphis.
Charity's gonna hate him, and he'll be gone by week 3 after having done something ridiculous.
He's gonna jump in the
I want him to
pool.
like for his entrance, like scream and like he's already on top of the mansion, and Charity's like, "Where is he?
No,
Where
he's
is he?"
like-
And then he
body
jumps
slams
down.
No, he's gonna show up in his
Yeah.
pro wrestling outfit, his character name for sure. That's
Yeah,
his-
he's a villain in wrestling.
Oh,
Says he might be a villain in the wrestling ring, but he couldn't be more of a softie in real life.
he's a heel. All right. Professional wrestlers may seem tough, but he's a romantic guy who wears his heart on his sleeve.
Who, like, based on these bios, who isn't wearing their heart on their sleeve?
yeah, and who's loving soft? They're
Yeah.
all loving hard.
Yeah, if you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, why are you on The Bachelor?
Wait, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think that if you were like a villain in wrestling and then you went on a show like The Bachelor and like were very talking about your feelings like that, probably wouldn't be good for your wrestling
Your
career.
wrestling brand?
Yeah. Like it's the same as like guys who play football. Or I wanted to ask my boyfriend in high school to homecoming, like at the halftime. And he was like, don't do that. Because I don't think they want to like break that exterior kind of thing. Like I think this would be maybe bad for his brand.
I would argue there are some men who will avoid talking about feelings like the fucking plague. So in itself, that could be his villain persona is like the dude who makes the other guys talk about their feelings and like get deep and be like, what does your inner child think about this?
Yeah.
He just makes him cry?
Yeah. What
Caleb
does loneliness
can't
feel
control
like to
himself
you?
around donuts.
Okay.
Okay.
One time even carved a heart necklace out of seashells.
That tracks.
He wants to get his paralegal certification.
No, paragliding.
Very different. Close? Similar?
Same, but no.
I can't read.
Yeah, he makes a cowboy hat
Paragliding
look good.
Oh.
I mean, not to be dark, but like when I was on Andy's season, that's how Eric died while we were filming.
What?
Someone died?
Someone died?
Well, he had left the show, and then in between filming, we found out he had passed away from a hang gliding accident.
Oh my god.
Like
that was filmed on the show, or that
No.
it was extracurricular?
Them letting us know he had passed away was filmed in the show. It was fucking tragic. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh
He was a
my
world
gosh.
traveler, and I think it was maybe what is paragliding compared to
Hang
Paragliding.
gliding.
he was he like
Oh
ran
my
into a mountain.
gosh.
Yeah.
Are you, paragliding, you're on the back of a boat, right? And you're, oh no. Oh wow.
So
So you're,
Yeah, paragliding is more of a parachute situation where hang gliding is more of a kite.
Anyways, just be careful.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, be careful, Caleb B.
Yeah.
okay. Next.
Well, wait. What was fun fact? Did we
He's
get
like,
those?
we already read
Oh,
one. He likes
oh.
a cowboy hat looks good.
Okay.
He makes a cowboy hat look good. That's
That's
a
what he
bold
says.
statement.
That's a very you're taking some liberties.
Because like cowboy hats kind of just look good on their own. Aren't
Yeah.
cowboy hats make bald guys look good?
I think they make guys with hair look good too.
True, but
They
like,
make everybody
but
look good.
Call me
cowboy hats
crazy.
are the ones doing the work, and he's trying to take credit for the hats.
Yeah,
it just seems a little.
he
It's
makes
like saying,
it
I
look
can make a
good.
beret look good. You do that, I'm impressed with you, sir. But like a
Yeah.
cowboy hat, easy.
Yeah, right.
I had a
Like, he's
flashback
like,
to
oh, I make a
Gabby
fedora
wearing a
look good.
beret.
You've piqued my interest.
Yeah,
but like,
tell me more. I make a top hat look sexy. Okay,
okay,
sir,
but
let's
like
go.
a cowboy hat, it's just like I make a guitar look good. You know, it's just like no, they were like
That's literally the invention.
of why they
Yeah.
made guitars so
Yeah.
you could look good. Just hold this, you know? Anyways, we have Chris, 27 years old, world record jumper?
How is that paying the bills?
Like a high jumper or a long jumper or a triple jumper?
Scroll down.
Why does Chris look like my server at Olive Garden?
Like recently?
No, just a server.
Just
Just
Yeah.
in general.
my guy at Olive Garden. He looks just
I
like
have
him.
to sit in a
Yeah.
section.
I sit there.
Chris
He's
is
not there,
a
I'm leaving.
man who leads his passion, who lets his passions lead him. This former small-town football star is looking for the perfect leading lady to match his big ambitions. So wait, how is he
So,
a world
He'll do
record jumper?
anything. He'll do anything to be the best. And that's proven by his 2 Guinness World Records. One for highest standing box jump and the other for highest standing backflip.
That is for sure his intro.
I am
100%.
actually really
What do you mean
impressive.
That is
highest
sick.
standing backflip? So like
Where
He
you go,
sta-
you stand, and then you go
And it's
from.
high.
And it would be, I would imagine,
is he
high.
jumping
highest
over a stick by
in the world.
backflipping like a high
I think
jump?
he's just doing a backflip, but he's getting real high in the air.
And then how do we measure that? He's jumping over some sort of like
Guinness World Records has measured.
yeah,
They have
like
ways.
like a limbo stick, but he's
I don't
jumping
know.
over
The
it
limbo
rather than
stick.
going under it.
I am always impressed by people that go to Guinness World, set that
As
up,
am I.
set that up,
It's a
and
lot
kind
of
of,
admin.
and then
Looks
they
like
go,
there's a
yes.
stick.
Hmm.
This guy has a stick. Tyson Edwards back in 2015 had a stick.
Like a javelin. What is it? Like the vault with the javelin?
Mm-hmm.
What are you googling?
World record highest standing backflip. This was in
And it's like not
2015.
Chris. It's someone else. Like
Why
you
don't-
just full lied about
Full
that.
Like, don't look that up. Shut your laptop.
Stop talking about it.
Got it. I was the guy. Just trust me.
I changed my name.
Oh yeah, there's like a stick that he has to backflip over.
Chris's favorite sport is dunking. Okay, Chris, not a sport, but like that's just the guy who like, hey, I can jump. So you guys want to dunk?
Oh.
Yeah, a
Like-
bit of a one-trick pony so far,
Yeah,
Chris.
that's not like something anyone else can do. So he can jump. All right.
He also
And
likes to go apple picking in the autumn, so he's really just like jumping every single.
yeah.
All of his stuff that he enjoys doing involves jumping.
He loves going to libraries and picking up the books from the very top shelf.
So,
Every single thing. He's like, okay.
He loves to drink wine and binge Grey's Anatomy. Okay.
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 Moving on.
Well,
interesting feller.
thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
These are interesting looking guys. You're not your traditional handsome men.
They're
Just sa-
all ugly.
I'm just
Jesus.
saying there's not a lot of pretty boys yet.
Or
Yeah.
there's not a lot of photogenic boys because sometimes
That might be
people
true.
are
Yes.
like
Yeah.
they're movers.
These are much higher quality
Mm-hmm.
photos than they used to have. But you're right. These photos are notoriously like poor representations.
stiff
Yeah.
sometimes.
How do we? Anyone want to take a shot at this?
Doten?
Doten?
Doten.
Okay.
Doten?
Doten.
Doten.
DOTUN. Integrative medical specialist.
What the heck is that?
Google's
He's
integrated.
from Brooklyn.
They
Yeah.
work with all the members of your healthcare team to heal your mind, body, and spirit. Charity's gonna love that.
He's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get
doing
in
a
a fight.
grounding exercise.
He's gonna get in a fight with the meditation boy.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
who's like hating
Oh
meditation.
my God.
He's from Brooklyn, New York. Love that.
He's a full package and he's ready to find his person. He comes from a big Nigerian American family and moved to the United States as a child. He describes himself as open-minded, full of love, and the best listener. Okay, I like that. The integrative medicine specialist has a zest for life and even once went on a spontaneous 45-day trip around Europe.
Spontaneous.
Why did he do his laundry?
Also, I'm sorry.
So you have money.
So you have money.
Okay, perfect.
Or you had a
Or you just-
breakdown.
Or
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would do if I had a bad, like, if I had a
But you still have
breakdown.
to have money to have that breakdown.
not necessarily.
Yeah. God,
can-
I would love to just have a
Hostel,
breakdown.
You can,
sir?
backpack and hostel it.
He's hoping his future wife has the same love for adventure and excitement for the little things like he does. Charity, get ready for the adventure of a lifetime.
I mean, that matters.
With Doughton.
Doughton.
With our sweet Doughton.
Doughton's terrible at movie trivia. He don't know a lick.
He
of
really don't know about the movies.
He don't know nothing about no movies. Doughton would love to be the head of the CIA.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
That's
And
a
Yeah, that's like kind
Not
of
a
a process, by the way, Doughton.
Also,
The
not
head.
a spy, like admin. You know what I mean? You want to be the organizational leader of the spies.
he doesn't want to kill people. He wants to order the kills.
Yeah, he wants to run a meeting.
So
for the
maybe
people
he'll be
who kill
stirring the
people.
pot in the house.
Yeah.
Loves his air fryer, which I'm going to be honest,
We bought
kind of a red
used
flag.
ones.
Yeah.
Lazy.
I feel like the air fryer is just fine.
Yeah,
People really hyped that up for me, and then I got one, and I was like, okay. So
Yeah, we
no,
used it
my
once.
dad loved. He's like, baby, you can make fries,
anything.
fries, just like you'd get them at Chick-fil-A. I'm
I'm
like,
like, why don't they taste?
why
the
don't
same?
I just go to Chick-fil-A?
Yeah,
Like
right down the
I'll
road.
go right down the road.
Well, Dutton loves his. So,
Okay. Thank you,
okay,
Dutton.
Moving on.
James.
He's an attorney from Chicago.
James looks like that Logan, kind of. Not really, but
He looks like he is the treasurer. He was the treasurer of his frat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has kind eyes.
Did they ever put height on this?
No.
That
They're
would be
all tall.
helpful. That would
Right?
be helpful.
Yeah, but they're all tall.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they're kind of moving away from the Ken dolls.
Yeah.
So like maybe they're moving away from height.
Oh my
God.
God,
They're
wait
all
for
like
the first
5'3".
line
Well,
of
that's
his
kind of
bio.
the thing. Like we're just kind of looking at faces, and that's the thing. I think you meet these guys in person, you all think they're better looking because either way they're 6'2",
Right.
and you're just
Yeah.
being
That's a
6'2"
check.
just
The president.
helps.
hot.
It
That'll
just
do it.
it just
It'll do
helps. Yeah, you put this face on a 5'6" body, and like he ain't getting laid.
And that's just and you can go ahead and quote me on that, buddy. Quote me on that.
Well, there's some, you know,
He's not making it to fantasy suites.
there's some short kings who just have very pretty faces, and you know,
You put this guy in a 5'6" body. Get out of here, buddy.
yeah.
Don't
Anyways.
sue him for being a total dream either.
Oh.
Don't you
But
dare.
he's probably doing just fine because he's tall. I'm
He
assuming.
grew
he's
up on
an
an
attorney.
apple farm.
This charming attorney grew up on an apple farm.
Okay,
Honestly,
George Washington.
sold.
He knows enough French to get himself in trouble. What
What does
do we
that
think?
mean?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
Yeah,
someone
he
saying
only knows atrocious swears and French.
C'est soir.
That is the weirdest sentence I've
He
quite
knows how to
literally
be like,
ever
you
heard.
look like a cow.
right?
That's the only thing he knows how to say in French.
The upstanding Midwesterner has an honest and straightforward approach to life.
He's going to snitch on someone.
Oh,
He's going
yeah.
to snitch.
Oh yeah.
I'm just being
Mhm.
honest.
He is.
You know?
I'm so sorry. He is known to write his lady romantic love letters during special days together. So they're together, and he's like, "Sorry, I'm not gonna."
One sec.
And by the way, how is he known? Because I doubt they like interrogated like exes or his family. This is clearly coming from just, you know, like I'm known for just like it's this thing I do. Like I just write notes. To
It's
the
just
loves of
what
my
I
life.
do.
It's just what I do.
He's like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
a lawyer. There needs to be a paper trail at all times.
Wait, Nick, you're gonna hate his first date. You can go ahead and read it.
It includes a trip to his family's farm for a romantic picnic surrounded by blooming apple trees.
And Chris jumping in the background.
Is this a first
who's
date?
taking someone to their
Yes.
family farm?
Hey, want to meet mom and dad?
Like you're.
I mean,
meet
maybe
on
he is
his-
cut out for The Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, they'll love that.
Anyways, he's an Olivia Rodrigo stan. That's kind of weird.
Oh,
She's
great.
legend. He's a 28-year-old lawyer. Why is he a Olivia Rodrigo?
Because she makes
Man.
great music. I don't think that's weird.
Okay,
He might have like a younger sister who's like,
maybe.
"Hey, like listen."
There are some bops.
No,
She has some
totally.
bops.
But
I mean-
isn't she like a teen?
Yeah,
Oh, she's
it's
like
just-
19.
How about you just
When-
like say
they're
you're a
still
Taylor
teen
Swift
in
stan
that
and call
word.
it a day?
Mm-hmm.
He's tried everything to convince his brother to get a tattoo with him, but still won't budge.
Me
Okay.
Just
too.
go get it by yourself, dude. It's fine.
No, I mean,
I will say, I'm
kind of
playing the long game with my brother in a tattoo. I've we don't even have to get the same one. They will be coordinated, but not exact matching. I've integrated it in with other interests.
Well, if that's the case, you just get a tattoo when he gets one. Just be like, tell people we got it together.
Me and my sister have matching tattoos.
That's
We got them
cute.
together.
Aw.
Mm.
What's the tattoo?
It's of a wishbone, and my sister like drew it and put little things on it.
Oh,
We both
that's
got
so
it together.
cute. That's a
That's
really
lovely.
cute. That's cute.
Love a matching
Because we
tat.
both wish each other the best.
Isn't one of you though gonna get the bigger? Yep.
Didn't think that through.
Sounds
No,
like
we
one of
did.
you's gonna get the best.
We did. It's not broken on our bodies. It's still together.
Joe.
Joe. This
San
looks like a Joe.
Francisco.
32.
He
Tech
looks like
operations
He looks
director.
cute.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's cute.
Again, let's assume he's 6'2".
he
He's kind of
looks
looks
he
buff.
played
He's got
football.
like broad shoulders.
He
Yeah.
looks like a football player.
The thing
Yeah.
I get from him is that he like holds a crayon with a fist, and like draws.
Yeah. He's like, give me that.
He's a tech operations director. Okay. Joe is an adventurous guy with a calm, cool, and collected personality.
I want one guy to be like, listen, I fucking hate adventure. I
Yeah.
don't want to leave my house.
Because
Wait,
that's honestly probably true for
There
half
is
these
a
guys.
guy on this list when I perused last night who said that it might be him who said he doesn't want to go bungee jump.
Yeah.
That's his
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, student
Okay.
of the show.
Did your homework.
Someone's
Last
going
night, it was
bungee
like when I'm
jumping.
ripping off
There's
my
nothing
nails.
you can do to convince Joe to go bungee jumping. Not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's just daring the
Signed up.
producers to like have a
Put him on
bungee
a
jumping
date.
date and then basically dare him to have charity bungee jump while he just cowards.
The best gift you can give him is a giant tub of peanut M&Ms.
Okay, does he freeze
Love.
them though? Does he
Wow.
freeze
Love
them?
that about him.
Why would you freeze the peanut ones?
Nick wants any type of candy in the freezer.
Chocolate.
I
You don't like
Wait,
you don't like them frozen?
Oh,
I
my
love
God.
anything you do.
You don't like them? Ugh.
starts crying. You don't like them frozen?
He's a proud plant daddy. Well, I respect
Why'd
that.
you say daddy though? You
Nick
know?
respects any.
I'm in my plant era. Yeah.
I'm in my plant era.
Yeah.
Proud plant daddy.
Yeah, who's calling him a daddy?
Himself.
Maybe.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. Red flag. He's also known to tear up a dance floor to EDM music festivals.
No.
How are you dancing? to that?
Kindly, I'm out.
Absolutely fucking not. Because that's like all.
Actually, Eilise might be built well for dancing at an EDM festival.
Yeah,
if you
because I
move your
can't quite
hips.
move my hips,
Yeah.
but I can jump up and down.
Yeah.
Not as good as Chris, but I'm known to. Imagine Chris at an EDM festival. He's just.
Oh my God.
He could
He's
pop
on
himself right up to
stage.
the front.
yeah.
He's higher than the DJ booth.
Literally insane. I just hate EDM. That's a personal
Same.
preference.
I do too. Yeah.
So, any man that's tearing it up, like I like to hear you tear up the floor at like a wedding or
Yes.
something more than like at EDM. But to each their own.
I don't see charity being into EDM. Well,
No, probably not.
Yeah. Okay,
Anyways,
Joe.
good luck, Joe.
We wish you the best. Joey.
Joey. He's
Joey?
like a
Which is
mashup between Greg Grippo and Tino.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
And he's a tennis pro from Hawaii.
Oh my
Is-
gosh.
is-
Oh my God.
So he's got a little Jason in him too.
Very
Love.
cool.
Yeah.
He's hottie.
Joey's
Aloha.
final
Good
two.
face.
I,
Good face.
Joey is
If he
final.
was 5'8", 5'10", he still might get laid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give him 5. No, maybe not 5'6". That's enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. 5'6".
That's where I draw
is-
the line.
yeah.
Okay.
That's my height.
Woo.
No.
Oh, it's your height?
5'6".
You wouldn't have a sex with a guy your height?
Have a sex.
What?
Would you have a sex with a guy?
Just one sex?
Yeah, just one. 5'6". Like I think my height is giving like I feel like we're in middle school and it's kind of like you're pacing outside of your van energy. Anyone feeling that?
No.
I'm intrigued by the van
Okay, so yes, I had a van in high school, and B,
that you drove personally or like a family vehicle?
yeah, it was my family van, and
Oh,
it
poor
actually
thing.
had the license plate Ham Girl
No.
because my dad owns a ham store.
And he's the ham girl.
So sorry, maybe that's just an unlocked memory for me. But yeah, like you're with your crush, and I'm feeling like you're the same height. There's one specific man I'm
I just
thinking of.
picture you like on,
Yeah, no, my dad's
10 and
license
2.
plate was Daham Man. It was a whole family affair.
Oh my god.
So,
Like, how do you just? Are you a big fan of ham these days?
guys, I mean, yeah. For sure. I
you
could tell
Does Dad still own a ham store?
Yes.
Can we plug?
Honey Baked Ham,
Where?
Roanoke, Virginia.
What?
You know Honey Baked Ham?
Do I?
Yeah. So my family owns a Honey Baked Ham in Roanoke, Virginia.
Okay.
On Colonial Ave.
That's the best kind of ham there is.
It 100% is. So I literally was working at Honey Baked Ham since I was like 7
Do
years
they have
old.
a website?
Probably honeybakedham.com. They order catering from them though. They do a lot of catering. But yeah, I could tell you literally anything you need to know about ham because that's all we did.
Where does it come from?
So I think ours come from West Virginia, but they're always fresh, never frozen. They're spiral sliced, hand glazed. Get bone in, get boneless.
Sell it.
Hot.
So yeah,
Ham girl?
that's me.
Okay.
Ham
Wow.
All right.
Okay,
Joey.
from
So back
Hawaii.
to Joey.
Joey, tennis pro. Love may mean nothing in tennis, but to Joey, it is everything. After graduation, this tennis pro quickly realized the corporate world wasn't for him and moved to
I'm not
Hawaii to
sick.
live his passion of teaching his favorite sport. Oh, so he teaches all the wives at a country
Baby,
club.
he's a diehard Packer fan.
Is he?
Yes.
Oh my God, we love Joey. All right,
Wow.
Joey.
An
He's
avid stargazer.
Okay.
And he's
Wait,
obsessed with golf and country music. Okay.
Nallie's
Joey
Love it,
is
love
the
it, love
winner.
Natalie loves.
Joey's the winner of
Okay. All right. I hate him. No, I'm just
where
kidding.
is Charity from again? She's like, is she
Columbus,
like a Southern
Georgia.
gal?
Yeah.
He's
Southern-
Southern.
Yeah,
Southern-
yeah. So she'll
Southern
love
belle.
him.
Yeah. Love the Packer fan.
Finish with John.
Let's
All
take
right,
it home.
wrapping it up for part one. John, I think 5'8". Do we still have sex with John?
5'8"?
How broad are his shoulders?
I'm just like, we're looking at the
He's a
face.
data scientist, so he's really smart.
I don't know if I'd have sex with John now
You're at 5'8".
at any height.
No.
Is it because he's
I
got the
need to
chin
see
up
his.
look
I
in
need to
his
see his
face?
personality.
Yeah, I need to see him in action.
Yeah.
They
I
should
need a-
make these little photos like a quick
GIF?
Video.
A
even a
boomerang.
5-second.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
turnaround over the
Mhm.
shoulder.
Oh, like
Yeah.
you know how they have those at red carpets where it's like, and then suddenly the camera
Yes.
slows down.
Yeah.
I would love one of
Or
those.
that thing that
Glam
spins
bot.
around you.
Yeah.
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 The
No,
glam
we
bot.
need them to slate like you would for an audition tape. Like, can
Yeah.
we see profiles? Can we get a fun
Can we
fact?
get hands?
Yeah.
Or who
Yeah,
wants-
put
who
your
wants
thumbs
to read
together.
This one.
John is the perfect combination of looks and intelligence. He works as a data scientist, and while John takes his career very seriously, he hopes his job can help him provide for a wife and kids in the near future.
I mean, not so serious that he took time off to go on The Bachelor.
I always think that. And they're like, their career is everything
Like
to
the
them. I'm like,
resident doctor.
It's like, hey, can I go leave to like film a reality TV
I
show?
always
may or
wonder
may
that.
not can't come back. It just depends how many followers I get.
yeah.
Yeah. When he's not crunching numbers, John loves reading the Harry Potter series, listening to Chelsea Cutler's music, and trying out new restaurants in
Who
New
is
York
Chelsea
City.
Cutler?
Okay.
I feel like I've seen her pop up recently, but I don't know what kind of music.
That's very
it is.
specific for not a mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, and no disrespect to Chelsea, it's just
He's known to bust out a dance move or two. Yeah. Okay.
You and me both.
He's skillful. He's mastered the latest TikTok dance trends. Ick,
I'm out.
Ick,
Ew.
ick,
I'm out.
Ick, ick,
oh, him and
ick.
He's like,
John has been to 5 out of the 7 continents so far.
What are the 7 continents? Go.
okay. So we have, oh God, that was
Why don't
really
you just-
scary. Oh God, I'm scared.
I am too.
Wait, can we do it together?
Okay, ready? USA. Your turn.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
no.
USA
Oh my
is
God.
not North America, South
Yeah.
America, Europe,
Asia.
Asia,
Yes.
Africa,
Yes.
Antarctica. Yes.
Another A. It's also a country.
Come on, guys.
Australia, mate.
Australia.
Australia.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a minute since I thought about this.
Yeah.
Wait, how many are we at?
That's got to be
I
7.
think that's
Yeah.
That's it.
Although,
Yeah.
did they change Australia to Oceania as a continent to like encompass New Zealand and whatnot?
USA.
Yes, I'm going to start big with USA.
It's so scary.
Okay, no, Australia.
All right.
Still.
Well, John loves to treat himself with a well-crafted Negroni, and John listens to sad pop music at the gym.
What's sad pop music?
That's
Olivia
not-
Rodrigo.
Oh my God.
Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah.
Sad pop.
A Negroni. What is that?
Spagliato.
He knows that TikTok
Yeah.
trend.
He
Probably
does,
has
yeah.
a dance to it.
He's like,
Yeah.
oh, Negroni's popular. I need to learn this. Yes. Yes.
The ladies like it.
All right.
All right. Well, that
Okay.
wraps it up for part 1. Thank you guys for listening as always. Tune in on Wednesday for Danielle Fisher-Karp from Boy Meets World, legendary actress, for our episode of Going Deeper this Thursday. And then back on Tuesday, Freestyle, Eilise and our pop culture correspondent is back for part 2 of the Bachelorette men's bios. Can't wait to bring it to you. Don't forget to sign up for Viall Files Plus for all things update specials, Better Date Than Never episodes, our pop culture pop extra roundup for more, Vanderpump tea, gossip. We get into a lot of stuff. Our episode last Friday was just a killer episode. It's free to sign up, 7-day free trial. It's super fun. Go to viallfiles.com to do that. Anything else before we go?
Better Date Than Ever this week. We're talking about roommates. And how to navigate hookups when you have roommates.
Dating, roommates,
etiquette.
just like how do they leave? Sock on the door. Yes. How is that? How do you transition into like a relationship with a roommate? Lots to get into. Tons of fun. Thanks for sticking with us. We will see you on Thursday.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.